Hi there, I'm Cy Williams. I am still on the road for our High Canada Magazine Coast to Coast tour, where I have been taking the pulse of the Canadian cannabis sector nationally. I've arrived on the island. I'm out in Duncan, British Columbia, and I'm visiting Royal Harvest. And we have a separate tour in a separate video, and please check that out. And I got the opportunity to talk to somebody that I've been hearing about for a little while. He's been referred to me as the prince among growers.
That one's sticking.
And that one is absolutely sticking. I'm here with Harley MacDonald, assistant master grower here at Royal Harvest. Harley, thanks for sitting down with me. I understand this is your first interview.
Hey man, thanks for having me. Yeah, it's my first time doing any kind of media, first interview, kind of out of my wheelhouse, but try to give you some good content.
Well, listen, I'm traveling around the country, and as soon as I started to hit the British Columbia borders and Alberta, British Columbia, and I stopped at Rosebud Bowl, I started hearing about you. And I think that Prince of Growers nickname is going to stick. If what I have seen here today is any indicator, I think you've got an amazing career ahead of you. So let me ask you a couple questions, if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Sounds good.
What do you think of? Okay, pause one. What do you think about your experience apprenticing under what Canada considers to be one of their top growers? Royal Harvest is nationally accoladed. It's nationally recognized, internationally recognized. A lot of people, I know a number of people who probably cut off their pinky for an opportunity to mentor under somebody like Kevin Varner. So you got to tell me, what's the experience been like?
Yeah man, I just feel super blessed to be in the position that I'm at. Like you said, a lot of people would kill to be where I'm sitting, so...
Or at least a pinky finger.
Yeah, maybe a couple pinkies, probably maybe a whole hand, but no, super fortunate to be where I'm at. Couldn't be happier to be taught everything Kevin knows. He's handing me the baton, it feels like, so I'm super fortunate to be sitting where I'm at, man.
And it's not like exactly a new grower. You've been in the industry a number of years. Despite your youthful appearance, I think he's actually almost as old as I am. No, seriously. You've been in the industry a while now, and you've built up some experience. And so tell me a little bit about how you got into your cannabis career, and what led you here to Royal Harvest.
Yeah, so I guess the start was my stepdad brought home some cannabis plants in 2018, and that was my first outdoor crop I ever did. So those are the first plants like I ever watered and tend to.
Gotcha.
And that kind of set the hook, and then I kind of fell in love with it that year. And then I went out to Salt Spring and helped out Good Buds with their outdoor harvest. And then that's when I seen the scale of it, and I was like, oh, I can make some money working, doing what I like. So
absolutely. How old do you think you were at that point?
I would have been 19, fresh 19.
So what an excellent career opportunity for somebody who's 19. Eh?
Yeah, no, I think I made the right decision. I couldn't be happier. But that was like step one. And then Matt and Kirk at Great Gardener Farms, they grow outdoor every year in Shawnigan Lake, BC here, and they needed help with their harvest. So I went out, helped harvest their field that 2018 season as well, and every year since then I've been out there helping them. So Matt and Kirk were a big reason of why I got into the legal industry, because they offered me a job growing here at their micro. It all just worked out right. It was the right place at the right time. I knew the right people, and I got hooked up with Great Gardener Farm, and then I've been growing indoor for about pushing 3 years at this facility now under Great Gardener Farms. And yeah, I couldn't thank them enough for everything that they've taught me. They've pretty much led me to where I'm at, so super thankful to know them. And then now Kevin came in and took our facility over, and working for Royal Harvest now is such a treat. We're growing all sorts of crazy genetics, some of the best smoke I've tried, most people have tried.
Yeah.
And yeah, I couldn't be more blessed for this opportunity.
So I gotta ask, and I'm sure our viewers are very interested as well, what are you most excited about right now? I've seen so many amazing genetics inside. I've seen a bunch of grow rooms. Everything looks phenomenal. But I gotta ask you, what are you most excited about right now?
Man, that's a tough question, but I think there's a few things that really excite me right now. Number one being the potential with Royal Harvest, the potential of where the company is going to go. I see it's just scaling up faster and faster, and more traction it's picking up. More and more people keep talking about them, so just really the potential of where this could lead me for my career, my future. That probably excites me the most. And also growing new genetics, growing yummy new stuff that people haven't tried. That makes me excited. Growing good weed for the consumers to enjoy, that makes me excited. I love growing good weed for people to enjoy, really.
Okay, so two more quick questions. Advice for maybe 19-year-olds, 18-year-olds, fresh out of high school, who don't understand how to get the education they might need to get involved in a career in cultivation. If you could give your 19-year-old friends a bunch of advice right now about the industry, what would you tell them?
Man, it would probably just be hands-on learning. Like, if you want to learn it, you gotta go do it. You could learn a lot by reading books and watching videos and being told what to do, but the only way to really learn, I think, is by doing it with your own hands and trial and error, and just stick with it. If it's what you really want to do, if it's what you're passionate about, work hard and it'll lead you to the right place. I think so.
I have to agree 100%. Okay, last question. Where do you see yourself in 2 years? Where would you like to be in 2 years in this vastly, constantly changing sector of ours?
In 2 years, I think I would like to be in a big facility, lots of lights, working for Kevin, Royal Harvest, being a master grower for him, just running the show. That's my goal, I guess. That's where I'd want to be, is to be the master grower in a big facility and just keep seeing where this job could take me.
I can't wait to check in with Harley here in 2 years and see how things are going. Truly, I totally understand why people are referring to you as a prince among growers.
I appreciate that, man.
It's a real pleasure. Thank you very much. This is Cy Williams, High Canada Magazine, and we are out of here.
Peace out.
Make sure you check out our Royal Harvest tour in the next video.
Frosted fruitcake, go get you some.